Welcome, my Waddle Zees, to another video where we will dive into a theory that nobody has ever done before. Basically, like my Tokoyami video, I will be doing theories on characters in anime by providing facts, motivations, and an overall story or scenario for the entire theory. My last video on this blew up, and I want to see the train keep on rolling, so hit that subscribe button, and what I think is most important, talk to me in the comments section down below, because I respond to every single Waddle Zee out there, so be my guest. But with that being said, let's begin the anime review on this theory. I'm sure many of you saw the title of this video, but if for some reason you did not, in this video I will be putting to rest the ever so popular Boku no Academia theory on whether the crispiest League of Villains member, take that back, second crispiest League of Villains character, is in any way related to the Todoroki family, specifically Dabi to Todoroki. I will start things off with the introduction of Dabi. As soon as we met Dabi, it is shown that he has dark black hair and uses a super powerful fire quirk called Incineration. Definitely an original idea that has never been done in a shonen anime before. He also shares his fake name with us that apparently changes often with the League of Villains. This isn't much to go on, but you fans clearly didn't need much to go on to get those theory juices flowing, because it's at this point when you guys pull these few characteristics of Dabi together and piece them together to show how he's associated with Endeavor. I thought it was honestly pretty stupid at first, but after more and more theories appeared, the theory grew on me. Not as much as All for One being Deku's dad, but it was a close second. Some popular theories included him being a half-brother of Todoroki because Endeavor is a two-timer, we had Dabi as a cousin, even though we have no confirmed brothers of Endeavor or Ray, and of course the most popular opinion being that he is best boy Shoto Todoroki's bro-Doroki. I, of course, being the king of all normies, believe the ever so popular bro-Doroki theory, but here's my reasons why. First of all, Dabi's quirk is very similar to Endeavor's, and is very similar in the way that it works. People say it is a stupid argument because,
well, Izuku's dad has a fire quirk, so basically you're telling me Deku is incest.
No. It's not, but even you have to admit the quirk works in the same as Endeavor's in that the fire radiates from similar regions, and unlike Deku's dad, it doesn't come from his mouth. Next up is Dabi's physical appearance. He is a pretty tall guy, maybe early 20s, with the second crustiest skin the world has ever seen. As many of you have pointed out, he has a similar eye color to the Todorokis, but he has black hair, which would make no sense, but when you think about it, it makes sense for him to pull a reverse Kirishima to make his identity hidden from the League and heroes. And because Horikoshi is saving the big reveal for a later time, let's be honest.
Those basic facts are great and all, but that could still mean he's a cousin, and you said it would prove he's a brother.
Okay, you prepubescent virgin. That I still love because you're watching the video, please sub. I was getting to that. I personally think that Dabi isn't a new brother to the Todoroki family that we haven't been introduced to yet, but instead he is someone we've already seen. He is none other than this kid. Well, this kid is actually revealed to be Touya Todoroki in chapter 202 of the manga, the firstborn son of Endeavor and Rei. Touya is said to hate Endeavor with a passion, and he's distant from his family, completely original from his other siblings. He also has a fire quirk that is 100% confirmed to be stronger than his father Endeavor's, but he has little to no ice skills, meaning less resistance to fire, which lines up with Dabi's only blue flames and burn marks that all of us edgelords love. These are some pretty big red flags, but if you think about it, it pretty much lines up with him and Dabi being one and the same. I know that some of you still have your doubts, but hopefully all of those doubts will be burned away, because I will now share with you the story of Touya Todoroki. Touya was the son of Eiji and Rei Todoroki. As said in chapter 202 of the manga, he has an even stronger fire capability than even Endeavor, but because he lacked his mother's eyesight too much, he was tossed aside by his abusive father. Touya had to sit back and watch the same thing happen to his little brother and sister, and for Shoto, who was perfect in Endeavor's eyes, he had to watch as he was physically abused by the ruthless training at his evil father's hands. The resentment built up in Touya and was too much for him to bear. He had no choice but to leave his broken home and resort to villainy. I know some of you are thinking he could have gone down the same hero path as Shoto, but his resentment was held for much longer and built up, even more than Shoto's, to the point where he didn't even want to be on the same side as Endeavor. Touya never committed any large crimes, but if we go by Endeavor's blue flames, we can see that Touya is indeed the real deal with flames strong enough to burn things on an atomic level. I believe with his lack of resistance to fire, however, these powers hurt himself immensely, scarring himself for life. The scars also could have been an altercation with Endeavor, but there is no good evidence proving so. Touya continued to search for himself in a world without any family interaction and nobody on his side. Well, that wasn't until he caught wind of a villain named Stain, who thought a hero's-like endeavor were the main problem in the hero society. Led to believe that Stain was part of the League of Villains, he offered his powers to them in order to find a place where he could belong. In his first mission as a part of the Vanguard Action Squad, he held his own against pro heroes like Blood King and Eraserhead, and also burned down the forest. The most notable thing he did, however, was retrieving Bakugo from none other than his own little brother Shoto. As Shoto couldn't recognize his older brother, Touya called out to him with a sinister smile on his face. Touya soon suffered the repercussions of his actions, with Gran Torino knocking him out during the rescue of Bakugo arc because his insane, cocky, and bold talking. Touya seemed to be no more after this point. It was only the villain Dabi. Nobody can blame Touya for being the way he is, but I can't help but think of all the possibilities for this character in the future. But that has been the story of Touya Todoroki. I think this theory has a lot of backbone, and is starting to look more and more like the truth. I couldn't help but feel a little blue-balled when Endeavor didn't meet Dabi in the rescue of Bakugo, but hey, we'll just have to see. But I will keep you up to date if anything else comes out. With it. That being said, I am King Zezeze, and I hope all of you subscribe for weekly videos, my Waddle Zees.